recognize that we all came from sacrifice.
Know you please.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off of losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Dolphins going up against the Titans.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. This is T.J. Yeldon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun, Fisher. And he fires one, but incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. First down throw for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Number 10! Number 10! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here we go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
From the gun, Fisher eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Mariota, option left. He can run for it, and he will. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. So now here come the Dolphins. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. Now T.J. Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. It's a foot race. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. The first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Play fake. Mariota escaping the pressure. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On first and 10, Fisher. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. On second down, Mariota again. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go. Ohio.
Throwing on first down. Fisher dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And that's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Mariota now on second down, being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Titans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, Fisher. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Mariota from the gun on third down. And Davis has it over the middle. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Titans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be fielded at the 6. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. First down, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving,
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Let's go! Brian 38! Brian 38!
On 1st and 10, Fisher. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now it's Yeldon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Fisher. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. Throwing after the interception. Fisher. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Fisher. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 1, 9,
On first down, Fisher. Flushed out right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looking to throw. Fisher escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, he shifts past him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough pass.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Second down, Mariota. The connection made, it's Graham. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Halfback sent in motion. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mariota to throw it this time. Buying time to his left. And incomplete here on third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Yeldon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Yeldon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And surging back, the Eagles have taken the lead there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw on second down, Fisher. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Fisher, flush to his right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On first and 10, Fisher. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the offense has it first and 10. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field. Goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And, Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And now we'll get A timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.
Lagging with Nick, we dump it off like V. Ramonovic. Sorry, homie, you know we done friends just off of politics. Politicians never get to see who really running. Now you know who running. You rappers on punishment. Papa dog, they be lying on they rubber. Everybody scared a little linky man is evident. Feeling like 50 way back in 03 or